Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you 4 different hairstyles. For the first one, put your hair into 2 halves. Now take a hair bubble or a hair tie and tie the first half, or one of them, just to keep it out of the way. Next, take a section of your hair and split it into 3 different strands. Now this is basically a Dutch braid, so you take the middle strand and put it over the outside strands. Then you add the outside strand with a different bit of hair and put it underneath the middle strand. This is a lot more easier to show rather than explain, so forgive me if it's a really bad explanation. So you basically grab hair and put it in underneath the middle strand. And you basically carry on gathering bits of hair and incorporating them into the braid. Once you gathered up all the hair on that half, just carry on braiding normally, just putting the middle strand over the outside strands, and you carry on this until you get to the end. Now get a hair elastic or a hair bubble if you prefer, and just tie it onto the end. Now do the exact same thing onto the other side. I have no idea what's going on with the camera right now, it's gone a bit wonky, but no. So just grab bits of your hair which aren't already in the plait and incorporate them by adding it to the outside strand and putting them underneath the middle strand. And you carry on doing this throughout. And then once you're done, just tie it with a hair elastic. I have no idea what my face is doing. And that's done! This is what the hairstyle should look like. Another thing you can do is, once you've had a shower, you can brush through it and do the braids. Time is on my great side right now. And then keep it in for 2 nights, and basically after 2 nights you can take them out, and what you should get is some really nice waves which are heatless and natural, though keep them away from the brush and the wind because then they're absolutely ruined otherwise. So I think I do this a lot at school and it usually works out really well. And there's me trying to be a model, which really does not turn out very well for me. I have no idea what's going on with the camera. Weird. Okay, so to the second hairstyle, you basically do the exact same thing. So you take a section of your hair and put into 3 strands and middle strand over the outside strands, as you know, and add incorporating hair along the way. However, once you get to about halfway, so when the braid gets to round about the back of your head, you just stop taking pieces and just braiding normally. And tying it with a hair elastic. You then do the same to the other side. I have no idea what I'm doing. I think I'm trying to sing a song, but doing very badly with it. Okay, so now you take the 2 pieces of the braid and tie them together with a hair elastic or a hair bubble, whatever you choose. I generally think hair elastics are a lot easier, because they're like a lot harder to see and they're not as noticeable as hair bubbles, but if you don't have them, it is not that much of a worry. So once you've done that, you take out the ends of the elastics. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. So just take out the ends elastic and undo the braids. I'm having a really hard time with elastics at the moment. They seem to get a bit stuck in the hair. They're not always like this. They're like £1 from Primark. They're absolute bargain, people. And that is the second hairstyle done. I'm trying to be a model again. I really should stop trying. Okay, so for the third hairstyle, this is a Hunger Games inspired plait, which is honestly just one huge Dutch braid diagonally across the back of your head. So you do the exact same thing you have done before, and basically getting the middle strand over the outside strands, while picking up the outside strands from across your head. But in order to get that diagonal effect, you should grab bits of your hair in a kind of diagonal movement. I don't know how to explain it so well, so I'm just going to show you because it's a lot easier to understand that way. I know you can't see it right now, but it'll make more sense. So you're grabbing bits of your hair at a diagonal motion and incorporating them into the braid by putting them underneath the middle strand. And you do this across the entire of your head, which is a fantastic workout for your arms, by the way, just to let you know. They really do a number on you. So once you've gathered all of your hair, bring it to the front, and this time do a braid, basically a normal braid that you would do as a French one. This is so the actual plait doesn't get twisted instead of doing Dutch braid, and it's a lot easier that way. Like basically follow the movement, so doing the outside strand over the middle one, and then tie it with a hair elastic. Okay, so now you can just tug bits of your hair to make it more messy, and just tug little bits out at kind of fringe if you have one, and this is just so it makes it more natural and messy, which is more like Katniss Everdeen. So I don't think she really cares whether your hair was that neat or not, personally. And that's that done. So for the final hairstyle, you are going to do a triple Dutch braid. So you start from the top of your head and you do the same as we have done before. Get the middle strand over the outside strands and grabbing bits of excess hair, I think that's what you call it, and incorporating them into the braid by adding them onto the outside strands and putting them under the middle strand. And you carry on this until you get to around about your temples, which if you don't know where that is, it's like between the eye and the eyebrow. It's like a flat bit on your head. I think so anyway. And once you get to round about there, you just stop grabbing bits of your hair and do a normal plait. So as I said before, once you get to round about your temples, just stop incorporating excess hair into the braid and just going on with a normal plait. And tie the ends with a hair elastic. It's really important at that point, so the hair elastics won't show as easily as bobbles. Now split your hair in the rest of the hair into half and tie one side of it with a hair bubble or a hair tie just to keep it out of the way. Now take a section of one half of your hair and split it into 3 strands. And now we're going to do the same as we've done for the first hairstyle, by putting the middle strand over the outside strand and incorporating bits of your hair with it. The camera quality isn't that great here because the other camera decided to stop recording, and I was kind of stressing out, so I'm going to have to change cameras. I'm sorry if you can't necessarily see that much, so I'm going to try and explain this as best as I can. So once you gather all your hair onto that half, just carry on braiding and tie the end with a hair elastic once you get to the end. And you do the same to the other side. Don't forget the hair elastics. Okay, so once you've done that, grab all 3 braids and basically plait them all together. Plait or braid them all together, they're the same meaning. And that's it. I'm sorry the camera stopped recording, but this is basically what you should end up with. And I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching and see you soon. Bye!